It's so exciting to try different cuisines all over the world, but what's even cooler is when you find those little intricate similarities among these cuisines. Today I bring you Mandazi, and Mandazi is very, very similar, if not the same thing, to what we call bofrot in Ghana. So Mandazi is Swahili fried bread, just like bofrot, simply put. We begin with blooming the yeast. So in lukewarm water, pour a little bit of sugar and add the yeast. Stir, cover, and set aside on the kitchen counter for about 10 minutes. Then in your mixing bowl, combine the following ingredients. The flour, and that's bread flour, milk powder, your sugar, salt, and also a little bit, just a pinch of baking powder. The fragrance commonly used in Mandazi is cardamom, green cardamom, and you only need a pinch of it because it's very potent. Stir to combine your dry ingredients, and then we're going to now check on the yeast. It is bloomed beautifully. Look at the foam. Yes, so the yeast is good and alive. Now combine the wet and the dry ingredients to form the dough. We use a little bit of baking powder in this recipe to replace 1 egg. So if you don't mind using eggs, then you can use 1 egg in place of that. Also, you can substitute the cardamom with nutmeg or cinnamon or any fragrance you like. Once the dough comes together like this, then we are certain we've already built some gluten in here, which is an important component of the pastry. So now is a safe time to add the melted butter. Butter is fat, as we know, and fat can destroy gluten. So form the gluten a little bit first before you add your fat. Now, when you add the butter, you're going to keep kneading until the butter is fully incorporated. Now you're going to remove onto a clean work surface and start kneading. Knead for about 7 to 8 minutes. This will smoothen the dough and form more gluten. Then shape into a ball and cut into 4 equal sizes. And at this stage, a scale comes in super handy. You must have one of these in your kitchen, friends. It is an inexpensive yet very important tool. Now that we have portioned them all into 4 equal sizes, we will shape each into a ball. And as you handle the dough, you'll notice that it starts to resist you because the gluten becomes tight. So you go back to the first ball you formed. By then, the gluten in it would have had some time to relax and easier to work with. So now you're going to roll each one of them out into a flat round shape that has a thickness of about 1/4 of an inch. And now to get that signature triangular shape for mandazis, you're going to cut each round flat dough out into 4 equal parts. So gauge or eyeball the center of the flattened dough. Then cut along that center to get your half circles, and then cut those half circles again into your triangular shapes. Then cover with a clean kitchen napkin for about 45 minutes to an hour. During that time, it will proof. Some air pockets will form within them. All right, so they will look like they've poofed up a little bit, and that's all you need to move on to the final stage of frying. So your oil must be heated up first. I'm using vegetable oil. Any cooking oil will be great for this. Place your mandazis safely into the hot oil. Then watch them inflate. Each one of them get filled with air. And that is how mandazis should look. Ballooned triangles. I am frying them on medium low, by the way. You don't want your oil to be too hot or they will look like they're cooked on the outside but raw and doughy on the inside, okay? You also want to go in with a skewer and keep flipping them so that they cook evenly on each side. In about 4 to 5 minutes of frying, they should be cooked completely through. Remove them immediately to stop them from browning any further. This golden brown color is exactly what you want your mandazis to look like. And this recipe makes 12 mandazis. So I made another dough, a second dough off camera, because I will be feeding an army. My children love mandazis. The first time they had mandazis was when we were visiting Tanzania, when we were in Dar es Salaam and also in Zanzibar. We had it almost every morning for breakfast. While in Tanzania, especially when we visited the restaurants, I engaged a couple of chefs in a conversation to help me figure out a good recipe for making my own mandazi. I was unsuccessful because they were not willing to share their secret recipes, which is fair and expected, or the measurements were just inaccurate. So I visited Aroma of Zanzibar, which is a YouTube channel here that has made Mandazi, and that is the recipe I used to guide mine, and it came out perfect. And I've made Mandazi since then about 6 times, and the recipe is tried and true. You would love it. Opening one of them, you should find that signature huge air pocket. Should be fluffy and soft on the inside like a pillow, and it should be crunchy on the outside. I hope you're inspired to try the recipe. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen.
Thank you, beautiful person, for watching the video all the way to the end. Kindly leave me a comment and subscribe down below, and don't forget to share the video as well. Also, watch more videos. It is chop time, and here in Anaba's kitchen, chop time is always yes, friends. So pull up a chair. We are all friends and family here.